Long before the red carpets and standing ovations, Leonardo DiCaprio was just a kid growing up in East Hollywood during the 1970s and 80s. It wasn't the glamorous version of Hollywood people imagine today. The streets around Hollywood Boulevard and Western Avenue were rough, filled with noise, chaos, and uncertainty. Leonardo lived with his mother, Irmeline DiCaprio, in a small apartment where money was often tight but determination was strong. She worked tirelessly and took her son across the city on long bus rides to auditions, hoping to create opportunities she never had herself. Those trips were not glamorous. They were exhausting and uncertain. Yet, they planted something powerful in Leonardo, a deep sense of gratitude and motivation. Watching his mother sacrifice so much gave him a quiet promise to carry for years. One day, he would build a life where she would never have to struggle like that again. A childhood shaped by determination. Leonardo's father, George DiCaprio, was an underground comic artist who encouraged creativity and independent thinking. Though his parents were separated, both influenced him in different ways. His father showed him the value of art and imagination, while his mother gave him resilience and discipline. School was not always easy. Leonardo was energetic, curious, and sometimes restless, which made traditional classrooms feel restrictive. Teachers noticed his intelligence but also his difficulty sitting still. Outside of school, he watched the world closely. People struggling, neighborhoods changing, dreams fading. Those experiences gave him a perspective far older than his years. Acting slowly became an outlet where he could channel emotion and imagination. What started as small auditions for commercials and television roles wasn't about fame at first. It was about possibility, about proving that someone from his circumstances could build something meaningful through persistence and creativity. Early rejections and small breaks. The road to acting success was anything but easy. As a teenager, Leonardo attended audition after audition, often hearing the same polite rejection. "We'll call you." Most of the time, no call ever came. Casting rooms were filled with hundreds of hopeful young actors, many with stronger connections or more experience. But his mother's encouragement never faded. She reminded him that rejection was part of the process, not the end of it. Gradually, small opportunities appeared. Television roles in shows like Parenthood and Growing Pains gave him early exposure and allowed him to learn the craft on set. Though these parts were modest, they gave Leonardo valuable experience and confidence. More importantly, they proved that persistence could open doors. He began to realize that acting wasn't just a dream. It could become a career if he continued working, improving, and believing in his ability to grow as a performer. A breakthrough performance. Everything changed in 1993 when Leonardo starred alongside Robert De Niro in the film This Boy's Life. For the young actor, sharing scenes with one of cinema's most respected performers was both thrilling and intimidating. Yet instead of shrinking from the moment, Leonardo embraced it. His performance showed emotional depth and maturity beyond his age. Critics quickly took notice. That same year, he delivered another remarkable role in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, starring opposite Johnny Depp. Playing Arnie, a young man with developmental challenges, Leonardo demonstrated sensitivity, commitment, and authenticity. The role earned him his first Academy Award nomination at just 19 years old. For many observers, it was clear that a remarkable new talent had arrived, yet success did not instantly transform his career. Hollywood often moves slowly, and Leonardo still had to prove that his early promise could develop into lasting greatness. From actor to global sensation, in the mid-1990s, Leonardo's career took a dramatic turn. The modern Shakespeare adaptation Romeo plus Juliet introduced him to a younger audience and turned him into a rising star. Soon afterward came the film that would change everything, Titanic, directed by James Cameron. Released in 1997, the movie became a worldwide cultural phenomenon, eventually grossing more than $2 billion. Leonardo's portrayal of Jack Dawson captured the hearts of millions. Overnight, he became one of the most recognizable faces on Earth. While the fame brought incredible opportunities, it also created new challenges. Leonardo was suddenly everywhere. Magazines, interviews, and crowds of fans. With that level of attention came pressure and expectations. He had achieved massive popularity, but he still wanted something deeper. Recognition as a serious actor, capable of complex and meaningful roles. Searching for artistic respect. Following the success of Titanic, Leonardo faced an unusual challenge. While the world celebrated him, some critics and industry insiders questioned whether he could move beyond the image of a romantic leading man. Determined to grow artistically, he began choosing more demanding projects. A turning point came when he started collaborating with legendary director Martin Scorsese. Their partnership began with Gangs of New York and continued with films like The Aviator and The Departed. These roles allowed Leonardo to explore darker and more complex characters. Each performance showed new layers of intensity, discipline, and emotional depth. Over time, audiences and critics began to see him differently, not just as a famous face, but as a dedicated craftsman committed to improving his skills and telling powerful stories. The long road to recognition. Despite delivering acclaimed performances in films such as The Wolf of Wall Street and Inception, Leonardo spent many years being nominated for awards without winning the Academy Award for Best Actor. During that time, the conversation around him often focused on whether his moment would eventually arrive. Yet through it all, he continued to work with passion and professionalism. Instead of allowing the discussion to distract him, he concentrated on choosing interesting scripts and collaborating with visionary directors. His dedication reflected a belief that the true reward of acting was the creative process itself. While awards can be meaningful, they are only one part of an artist's journey. Leonardo's persistence showed that respect in cinema comes not from a single trophy, but from a consistent body of work that resonates with audiences over time. A demanding role in the wilderness. In 2015, Leonardo accepted one of the most physically demanding roles of his career in The Revenant, directed by Alejandro G. Iñárritu. The film tells the survival story of frontiersman Hugh Glass in the American wilderness. Production involved extreme weather conditions and remote locations, requiring the cast and crew to work in challenging environments. Leonardo embraced the role with determination, fully committing to the emotional and physical demands of the character. Critics praised the performance for its intensity and realism. When award season arrived, many observers believed the moment of long-awaited recognition had finally come. Regardless of the outcome, the film demonstrated how far Leonardo had come. From a young actor attending auditions across Los Angeles to a performer capable of carrying an ambitious and visually striking cinematic project. The Oscar moment at the 88th Academy Awards in 2016, Leonardo DiCaprio was announced as the winner of the Best Actor Oscar for The Revenant. The audience erupted into applause as he stepped on stage to accept the award. His speech focused not only on gratitude, but also on the importance of protecting the environment, a cause he had supported for many years. The moment marked a milestone in a career already filled with memorable performances. For many fans, it felt like the completion of a long journey. Yet, Leonardo's career has always been about more than awards. His filmography, collaborations with great directors, and ability to reinvent himself across different genres had already secured his place among the most respected actors of his generation. A commitment beyond cinema. Outside of acting, Leonardo has devoted significant time and resources to environmental advocacy. Through the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, established in 1998, he has supported projects focused on wildlife protection, climate research, and conservation. He has also produced documentaries such as Before the Flood to raise awareness about climate challenges. These efforts show another side of his career, one focused on using influence and visibility to highlight global issues. Many public figures balance creative work with causes they care about, and Leonardo has often spoken about the importance of protecting natural ecosystems for future generations. His advocacy reflects a belief that storytelling can extend beyond entertainment and help inspire conversations about the world we share. A life in the spotlight. Living in the public eye for decades can shape a person in complex ways. Leonardo has often kept his personal life relatively private, choosing to focus interviews on his work or environmental initiatives. Fame can bring admiration, but also constant scrutiny, which is why many actors build boundaries to maintain a sense of normalcy. Over the years, Leonardo has remained selective with projects, appearing in fewer films but choosing ones that align with his interests and artistic goals. This approach allows him to concentrate on quality rather than quantity. It also reflects the confidence of someone who has spent decades refining his craft. Even today, audiences continue to anticipate each new project he announces. A legacy still unfolding. Leonardo DiCaprio's story is ultimately about perseverance, growth, and the search for meaningful work. From a challenging childhood in East Hollywood to international recognition, his journey demonstrates how dedication and passion can shape a life. Through films, activism, and collaborations with remarkable filmmakers, he has built a legacy that reaches far beyond a single award or moment of fame. Like many artists, he continues evolving, exploring new characters and ideas with each project. For audiences, his career serves as a reminder that success rarely follows a straight path. It is built through years of effort, setbacks, and learning. And in Leonardo's case, the story is still being written, one performance, one project, and one chapter at a time.